Hallo Leute und herzlich willkommen zurück zu DFRM 4K spielt Sakura Beach, Episode 10, glaube ich. Und wir sind wieder am Strand, diesmal mit Ayumi, alleine, und sie fragt uns nach Beziehungen mit mehreren Frauen gleichzeitig. Und wir sind auf dem richtigen Pfad, sie datebar zu machen, oder zumindest ihr Ende zu erreichen. Und das bedeutet, wir sagen jetzt, dass Polygamie illegal ist. Das geht nämlich gar nicht. Nee. Weil ich denke zumindest, dass das das Ende ist, was uns bei ihren Punkten mehr einbringt. Aber okay. Why would I? Polygamy is illegal, you know. Okay, ist doch nicht so gut gelaufen. Are you really so narrow-minded? Have you ever stopped to think about what? Oh no. I stopped listening to her as I watched something unfurl before me. Ayumi's top slips off, seemingly becoming untied by a pair of unknown hands. I can feel the blood rushing to my face. No, this is a sight I'm not going to see very often. What? What are you looking at me like that? Didn't you have something you wanted to say, you fool? Ayumi, I... Just say it, don't stand there with your jaw hanging loose. What is the problem? She still hasn't noticed yet. Wading through the waves towards me, I can feel a nosebleed coming on. They are bounced... No, don't think of that, don't look. Honestly, why aren't you... Ayumi looks down at her exposed chest. Her eyes go wide with shock and she quickly dives beneath the water. No! How did this happen? Gute Frage. Plot Convenience, würde ich sagen. Das ist immer ein bisschen unglaubwürdig. Seiji, did you have something to do with this? No, I didn't. I didn't do anything. Stop shouting. People are going to notice. Look, I'll help you find it. No, I refuse to let a wild beast like you handle it. There's no telling what you would do with it if you... Her face goes really red and her eyes begin to roll around. No, why am I thinking of something like that? What do you want me to do then? Just thank God while I find it. But don't dare to look. I will administer divine punishment unlike any I have before. I know, just hurry, okay? Unfortunately, she manages to calm down enough to begin her search. The waters are too shallow, though. There's barely enough water for her to hide in. Her chest becomes dangerously close of slipping that one center... What am I thinking about? I suppose to ensure that no one sees her. It's here somewhere, I'm sure of it. She's growing more and more desperate by the minute, and the longer she's exposed, the harder it is for me not to look. Don't think about it, Seiji. Don't think about it. Here it is. She tries to put it on while still underwater. This is a lot harder than I thought it'd be. Her fingers fumble as she tries to put it on. The top irregularly squeezes her chest, nearly causing it to slip off several times. Eventually, she manages to get it back on. Warte, was für eine tolle Geschichte. Er hat wirklich alles, was ich mir wünsche. Und nichts, was ich erwartet habe. Nee, umgekehrt. Aber egal. After that, Ayumi swore she'd never go back to the beach again. I tried to convince her otherwise, but she just couldn't handle the embarrassment. She went back to the hotel ahead of me. But I don't see her anywhere. Good morning, Seiji. Momoko pops out of nowhere. It's the afternoon, Momoko. Ayumi and I have already been to the beach. Oh, I must have slept in too late. Do you know where Ayumi is? She went out to buy something. She'll be back soon, so don't worry. Really? What did you need to buy? Snacks, of course. How do you expect us to get by without snacks? Well, that doesn't make sense, considering how much you two eat. Seiji, don't make fun of my weight. I wasn't doing that. Well, I guess I'll forgive you this time. What do you want to do today? Well, I don't know. Maybe the beach would be great. I open the balcony door only to be blasted with icy wind. Why is it so cold? It's summer. Well, it's supposed to be summer right now. This morning it was really warm. This is really unusual. Maybe someone performed a ritual to an obscure god for colder weather. That sounds completely absurd. It does now, doesn't it? Huh? Why would anyone want colder weather if we are at the beach anyway? Who knows? I'm sure they have their reasons. Why don't we spend some time at the beach today? Huh? But I've already gone, it's getting cold. No, fair, you went with Ayumi. Go with me too. I have to think of a way to avoid the weather. How about the shack again? You wanted snacks, didn't you? Her eyes light up at the suggestion. Brilliant idea, Seiji. Food and the beach go together perfectly. As we arrive at the shack, Momoko insists on pressing up against me. We've been walking along the beach the entire time and she refuses to give me any space. No, Seiji, you look like you're cold. How so? I don't know, maybe you would like some company. We could share body heat. It's a cold day, you know? I don't think that's really... Nochmal Plot Convenience des Todes an dieser Stelle. When did that happen? Where's her top? I can already feel the blood rushing to my head. They are... What's wrong, Seiji? I try to avert my eyes as best as I can. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Look down. She's a bit faster to notice it than Ayumi was. No! She immediately covers her chest, looking really upset about it. Ich meine... Oh. It does little to help, though. They just go around her hands. All it doesn't make it worse. Why did that happen? Seiji, could you give that to me? It's kind of different when we are not in the water. Seiji, please. Okay, just don't move. I'm glad she's not shouting at me like Ayumi was. This is going a lot easier. This is going to be a lot easier for me to do. I immediately retrieve her top and offer it to her. Here, put it back on. But I can't do it myself, Seiji. Could you help me put it back on, please? I can feel my blood turn into ice when she says that. Seiji, please, Ayumi always helped me with it. I can't do it myself. I'll go get Anya. She'll be able to... No, don't leave me like this, Seiji. Please help me. What a choice do I have? Awkwardly, I begin to fasten it around her neck. Just keep going, Seiji. We're almost there. I wish I were. I don't even know how these things work. Ist nicht so kompliziert, Alter. I'm just tying it into a knot behind her neck. That's how it works, right? I hope it is how it works, otherwise this is going to be really embarrassing for me. I reach around, trying my best not to look. Seiji? What? I can't see where my hands are going. I can do that myself. You don't need to touch me there. That's what this soft feeling is. I immediately pull my hand away. I'm sorry. Sorry for what, Seiji? Do you feel warmer now? Because your face is burning. Sometimes Momoko just scares me. Did you even need help at all? Of course I did. This girl. I need to cool my head. I leap for the water. Seiji, I wouldn't go in there. But it's too late. It's far too hot. I need to... It's like I have stepped into a freezer. I immediately scramble out, every part of me shivering. To my despair, the wind begins howling. Each gust of wind feels like it's cutting into my very soul with frozen talons. Momoko looks mortified as I stand there shivering. Oh no, you are so cold, Seiji. She's holding out a towel to me. We have to get you somewhere warm as soon as possible. We wouldn't want you to catch a cold, would we? But it's summer, how could I... Too late, she's already pushing me away from the shack. Come on, Seiji, back to our hotel room. It's not like I can resist. She bursts in the hotel room, dragging me along the ground. We need to get you out of those wet clothes right away. You're going to catch a cold if you don't get changed quickly. I don't need any help with that, she's ignoring me. Next, we need to get you into bed. Proper rest is needed for recovery after all. Recovery from what? I haven't even gotten changed. Your fever, of course. I already know that you have one. But I don't feel anything. Es ist sehr praktisch, dass sie das diagnostizieren kann. I head towards the door, but I'll be fine, Momoko. Now then, I'm heading to the shop, so is there... Chew! Momoko slips her arm around my neck and starts dragging me away. You can't go back out there today, not at all. What would happen if you were to get sick? So today, just stay indoors with me, where I can keep you nice and warm. If you get sick, I don't think I could live with myself, Seiji. Isn't that being a bit dramatic? Momoko, let me go. I need to check your temperature. Before I can even protest, she pulls my head towards her. You feel like you're burning up. That's not good at all. Don't get sick, Seiji. She doesn't sound very upset about it, though. Her grip has loosened slightly at this point. It would be a chance to escape before she goes through with what she's planning. Okay, an dieser Stelle... Ja, Momoko möchte schlimme Sachen mit uns machen. Deswegen sollten wir versuchen zu entkommen. Weil... Ayumi unser Romantic Interest gerade ist. Alles klar. Wir versuchen zu entkommen. As quickly as I can, I slip out of Momoko's grip. Seiji! Get back here! She regains her grip on me. Dragging me into their room, throws me onto her bed, still in my wet clothes. Time for rest! Bit by bit, she slowly crawls along the bed and huddles up against me. Don't worry, I'll be right here if you need anything. I pull myself out of her grasp and sit up. Really, I'm feeling fine. There's no need to. In the blink of an eye, her arm pulls me back into the bed. She forces my face into her chest, preventing me from moving. No, Seiji, you aren't going to get away with that. It's time for me to look after you. You shouldn't hide your own discomfort, silly. Her iron grip on me doesn't loosen for a second. She has me well and truly trapped here. This is so nice. I could lie here forever. If I actually have a fever, wouldn't it be a bad idea to be near me right now? What if you caught it too? Don't worry about me. Just lie there and get some rest. Sie kann nicht krank werden, weil sie ein Roboter ist. Leute. I'm calling it. Weißt du, es sind ein paar zu viele Zufälle. Okay? Her grip loosens, but now it's almost as if we are married in some weird way. Wait, why am I thinking of things like that? She's just lying here in bed with me, that's all. Do you remember when I got sick at that one time and you refused to leave my room? You also got sick, but even then you continued to look after me. She sighs contentedly. To think someone I had only met a few weeks before that was so kind to me. You're always thinking about someone else, Seiji. I couldn't let a friend suffer like that when I knew I could do something. So now, I'm going to return the favor. Just lie there and let Nurse Momoko help you get better. Oh no, her grip's growing tighter again. If Ayumi came home and saw us like this, what would she think of me? No, worse, what would she do to me? The only solution is to escape right now. But how am I going to escape a custodian like Momoko? She lies there with her eyes closed, the biggest smile on her face. It's like I have my own warm teddy bear. What more could anyone want in the world? Some part of me doesn't want to leave. She just looks so happy there. Having her hug me like this. No, she's my friend. I wouldn't cross that line. We're just doing this because we are friends. Right. But would it really be such a bad thing if it were more than that? She flirts with me like this all the time, but that doesn't mean she actually likes me or anything. Or does it? When I asked her in the past, she always said she was joking. Or did she? She liked to see me when I was embarrassed. Adorable, silly Seiji looks so cute when he's all flustered. Since then, I have really stopped noticing it when she does it. Could there be something more to it though? I've never seen her act the way around anyone else. Is it really just because I'm a friend? That's what I can't work out. Momoko? Yes, silly? Are you feeling better now? I was fine in the first place. Of course you weren't. She loves to deny reality, this girl. Anyway, I was wondering, how do you feel about me? I feel about you? Well, you're my friend, of course. You are very special to me. Special? Special in what way would you say? In a friendship way, of course. Who else would I tease if you weren't around? Ayumi is no fun when you tease her. She just gets all angry and violent. But adorable Seiji just becomes embarrassed. That's what makes him so fun to be around. Huh. So that's how it is. Well, I don't really have a right to be disappointed. This is how it's always been, hasn't it? Maybe if I worked real hard, I can change it. After all, Momoko is someone who's infamous at school for rejecting people. No matter how grand the gesture or who is asking for it, they have all gotten nowhere. Despite how popular she is with the guys, she's still never had a boyfriend. Why that is, I don't know. I even remember the most infamous of all of those rejections. He was the captain of the soccer team, one of those guys who was popular with everyone. The happy expression on her face as she said to him, "I'm afraid you're not my type. You will have to look elsewhere." She snapped his spirit in half. However, I've got a serious problem to deal with right now. She's fallen asleep with me still in her grip. My chances of escape are non-existent now. Is that the door slowly creaking open? How long have we been lying here for? Seiji? What indecent things have you been doing with Momoko while I was away? Oh, welcome back, Ayumi. What took you so long? Things happened, that's right. All kinds of things. Oh, you got lost again. That didn't happen. More importantly, why did you drag Seiji up here? He wasn't feeling well and I wanted to nurse him back to health. I just couldn't say anything. I'll pretend I'm still asleep and maybe... Wake up, you fool! With one foot, Ayumi shoves me out of the bed. The sheer force of her kick is enough to break me free out of Momoko's iron grip. How could you do this to me when I wasn't looking? I'm in too much pain to respond. Seiji got really cold from the wind, so I took him here and warmed him up. Warmed him up? What monstrous and indecent things have you two been doing behind my back? Sie klingt auf jeden Fall so, als ob sie mehr upset darüber wäre, dass sie nicht dabei war, als dass sie upset darüber ist, dass es passiert ist. I will not tolerate this for any reason. It was so nice. Seiji was so passionate. That sounds way too lewd. That was the greatest cuddle I've ever had in my life. Cuddle? What? Were you thinking that we were doing something else, Ayumi? How could you look down on me like that? You're such a bully. This girl is pure evil. She was baiting Ayumi the entire time, but Ayumi doesn't respond. She just holds her head in her hands as steam erupts from her ears. Roboter, sag ich doch. Yes, it was just cuddling, that's right. How silly of me to think that it might have been something else. Haha. I think you've gone too far this time, Momoko. See, this is why you're around. I can tease you and you can keep taking it. I only tease Ayumi a little bit. This is what happens to her. As I look at Ayumi, I get the impression that she's no longer in the land of the living. She just stands there, a dazed look on her face as she stares at the ceiling. That's right, there's no way that would happen, is there? Not in a million years. I think you need to stop plucking at her heartstrings. You're going to break her one day. Don't worry, she's just in rebuild mode right now. Rob Botter, like you know. She'll recover soon. How soon? I don't know, a very long time from now. I think we should get her to bed then. Oh, Seiji, do you want to play nurse for Ayumi too? You beastly man, Seiji, I can't believe you. But you have my full blessing to do so. I'm sure Ayumi would. I'm just going to stop you there. Oh, you're no fun. I wish she could have taken some more teasing today. After what she did to my sauce, I must extract my terrible vengeance upon her. Was this all part of your plan the entire time? Not at all, it just happened. Momoko worries me sometimes. People may not see it past her grin, but there is a devious mind lurking behind it. Later, Ayumi approaches me alone. It took her quite some time to recover from her shock. After what happened before, I've concluded that you can't be left alone with Momoko without your beastly desires overcoming your senses. But Momoko did tell me you tried to escape, so perhaps it was really just her plan the entire time. Yeah, exactly. I couldn't get away though, so... Silence! It's your duty as a man to resist when a girl does that. Bitte was? Warum? After all, it would be shameful to let yourself be so easily led astray, would it not? You make some good points. Which is why I'm going to make sure that you aren't going to leave my side at all today. Come to think of it, where is Momoko now? I sent her on a march of punishment. She must atone for making me think that something else happened. I've made it very clear to her that she must not return until the sun sets. I can only imagine how scary Ayumi was when she finally broke out of that stunned state that Momoko put her in. I can't let you leave the apartment today. Momoko could be anywhere out there by now. So you must stay in here in case she runs into us. But I didn't do anything. Why should I be placed under house arrest too? You did more than enough. The way I saw you all huddled up like that, burying your face into... Her eyes started to lose focus and begin whirling around. Hey, Ayumi, come back to Earth, Ayumi. I gently shake her, making her snap out of her daze. She doesn't do anything though. Ayumi, is something wrong? Don't. Don't what? Don't touch me, you pervert. Her knee shoots out like a spear, impaling me in the stomach. I'm completely winded. I feel like I'm going to die. Ayumi doesn't respond though. She has her hands on her cheeks. It's too hot today, don't you think? That's why my face is burning like this, right? But it's actually... A foot slams me in the face before I can finish my sentence. No, Seiji, it's hot today. That's what it is. She laughs maniacally to herself. That's why my face is burning like this, of course. Anyway, there's something we haven't done in a long time. Can't it wait, please? I think I see the Reaper. Nope, you're coming with me right now. We're going to continue my swimming lessons whether you like it or not. She seizes me by the arm and drags me out of the apartment. Hey, at least let me stand up for her. It's too late. She has me sliding my face along the ground. The carpet, it burns. As I look up, I can feel my heart sink to the bottom of my toes. Anything but the stairs. We need the exercise, Seiji. You are especially out of shape. No, I don't care. What else you do to me? Anything but... jutting out in front of me, my skull smacking against the first step silences me. See, it's not so bad. Stop, please stop. There's no stopping it now. There's at least 20 floors between us and the bottom lobby. I hope that I survive between now and then. Okay, er scheint auch ein Roboter zu sein, dass er das aushält. Also das ist so eine typische Anime-Sequenz einfach, aber so in dem ganzen Rahmen, in dem wir uns hier bewegen, wirkt das auch super deplatziert. Aber gut, vielleicht im Kontext aller anderen Sakura-Games vielleicht nicht so. As you reach the bottom, Ayumi nods to herself. I told you your full exercise is great for you. You spent way too much in bed yesterday, so having to do a few flights of stairs should be just the thing you need. I didn't need that. Yes, you did. Don't talk back to me. I know what's good for you more than anyone else in this world. Now hurry up and get back in the pool. But you didn't even give me a chance to get changed. It doesn't matter, we are having the swim lesson. She shoves me in. At least the water isn't as cold as it was at the beach. Now then, take me through the basics. It's a slow, painful process. She's a bit better than she was before, but even then she still hasn't learned to hold her breath when she goes underwater. I fish her out multiple times. Ayumi, calm down. You don't have to learn how to swim in a single day, you know. But we are only here for a few more days. If I don't learn how to swim quickly, we will leave this place behind before I get a chance to really enjoy it. So we have to keep trying, Seiji. I don't understand why she's making such a big deal out of it. She's still trying nearly an hour after we started. Ayumi, you need to stop. Reluctantly, she gives up. My legs feel like jelly. I can barely move. I can tell she practically slides out of the pool, kind of like a jellyfish washed up on the shore. She tries to stand up but wobbles uncertainly before sitting back down. That's enough, Ayumi. You're way too tired at the moment. But I need to get back to the hotel room. To her dismay, her legs give out under her as she tries to stand up. She nearly slips, flailing her arms around, wrapping them around my neck. As she realizes what she did, her face glows like hot embers. Don't think I'm doing this because I like you or anything, stupid. And I only did it because I would have fallen otherwise, so don't go getting any strange ideas. I just need to lean on you for a while now. I understand. But as we continue to walk, she doesn't let go of me. This isn't so bad though. I guess I can tolerate this just once. As we walk into the lobby, an older couple notices us. How adorable, a young couple in love. He's lucky to have such a good-looking girlfriend. Girlfriend? Girlfriend? Ayumi repeats the word to herself a few times. No, they have the wrong idea. This fool isn't my boyfriend. What could I possibly like about him? He's a raging beast who lets his desires overtake him whenever they come up. So don't go getting the wrong impressions about us. We used to act like that, didn't we, dear? Yeah, it's nostalgic to look back on those two. Young man, I wish you the best in your romance. Thank you, but we aren't dating. That's not the impression that I get. He gives me a big grin as he wanders out of the lobby with his wife. Huh, isn't it nice to see that they are still in love after all those years? Yeah, it's nice, I guess. I wonder if I'll ever have a romance like that. Anything can happen, right? Right. Anything can happen. I ended up carrying her up the stairs. She mentioned something called a princess carry under her breath. I have no idea what she was talking about. We finally made it to her room, thankfully. Thanks, Eiji. For a moment, we just look at each other. But you could have used the elevator. This place has an elevator? Of course it does. I feel a little stupid right now. But don't worry about it. It was nice of you to do that. Ayumi, you don't actually think I'm a fool, do you? Of course not. Why would you think that, you fool? Because you say it all the time. Some things slip your notice at times, but you're no fool. Some things? Like what? Nothing I can recall right now. So, if you don't think I'm a fool, then how do you really feel about me, Ayumi? What am I to you? She grows silent in the room. She grows so silent in the room that I can hear the clock ticking. Ayumi's face slowly changes to an expression of pure shock. Why are you asking me something like that so suddenly? I don't know. I know you're a nice guy, but don't get the wrong impression. I really like you as a person, really, really like you, but I don't like you that way. I swear that's not the case, really. Why are you asking something like that, though? I just wanted to know. Sorry. Forgive me for being so rude. But that isn't the truth, isn't it? What I really wanted to know is if maybe she just liked me a little bit. Oh, I guess not. It's just like with Momoko. Anyway, my heart can't take any more questions like this. You can leave now, you fool. I have let you grace this bedroom with your presence for long enough. Alright, the real pain begins when the growth spurt starts. I know that, just get out now. She gets up despite her wobbly legs and shoves me out of the room. As the door slams, I can hear the distinct click of it locking behind me. So much for her plan to keep an eye on me. Maybe that wasn't her goal at all. Ayumi is another one who I can't work out. Despite sharing similar brute strength to Momoko, she chose study over sports. She's cute, she's popular, and everyone seems to think that she has an air of dignity to her. Yet again, despite that popularity and the sheer amount of people who talk to her, she still doesn't have that many friends. For some reason, she chose to spend most of her time with me and Momoko. Well, it's no surprise why she stays around Momoko, but with me? That's what I can't work out. Most of the time, she seems to be putting on an act around me. She acts if she doesn't like me and only barely tolerates my presence. Yet despite what she says, I am one of the people she spends most of her time around. She's relentlessly crushed other guys who have tried to get near her. Divine punishment is something that I've heard her yell too many times to count now. She and Momoko are viewed as the two heartbreakers of the school. Two impossible beauties to catch, no matter who's asking. Some people see them as being mean for that. But honestly, there's no nastiness in either of them. Especially not Ayumi. I know it's all an act. I wonder if she does it to protect herself. What was that term again? She assumes a persona. That's it. But she breaks that persona whenever I'm around her. I'm sure she doesn't try to break it. It just sort of happens. So where does that place me in all of this? That's what I really want to know when I asked her what she thought about me. Is the only reason that I'm around Ayumi because I've known her since our childhoods? I know that there's some particularly persistent guys who are after her love. They are also extremely jealous of me. Even though we aren't dating or anything, they're just jealous that I get to be in her presence at all. Needless to say, they've concocted all kinds of diabolical plans to dispose of me and get closer to her. She's thwarted them every time as well. Her divine punishment became a stuff of legends, think whispered of only in the darkest corners of the school. The outright horrible and embarrassing things she commands those guys to do after she caught them in the act. I'm glad that she just hits me in the face when something goes wrong. Yet despite all of that, they continue to grovel at her feet and to plot against me. Ayumi, even though I don't understand you at all, I'll always be there for you. An dieser Stelle machen wir jetzt wieder eine Pause und wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal bei D54K spielt Sakura Beach, Leute. Bis dann, ciao!